What's going on, people? Back again with another footy talk. You know what I'm saying? Put your thumbs up in the chat if your team didn't lose this weekend. What are you telling me? Hey, don't talk to me, fam.
I'm calm, bro. I'm calm as I could ever be, because in life sometimes you've just got to accept things for peace. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. When you accept certain things as they are, bro, you will live a strong life. And on top of that, I'm glad that it's international break. You know what I mean? The breaks come at a good time. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have a look later where I can go for a few days. Yeah, just to clear my head. Paris is number one, as it always is. I might just take a little few days to go Paris and whatnot. You know what I mean? Go get some nice food, not have to think about football for a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I doubt I'll even watch the England matches. But at least we've got something to talk about today because there was a big game yesterday at Wembley, bro. You know what I mean?
Was it there? Was it indeed?
And I drove past Wembley yesterday on my way to the studio, SDS. You know, big up all the man them and that. And I saw the arch was all blue. You know, I wonder why. You know, because a lot of these guys were going into this game hella confident. But we'll speak about them too. Blood. You know what I'm saying? But big up the chat, man. And big up Rants.
Come on. You better already know what time it is. You know what I mean? Certain man in hiding today. You know what I'm saying? After taking a hiding from Man City, bro. Yeah, could never be me, blood. You know what I'm saying? My G's dealt with them. So it is what it is, innit? I can't lie. Sensational weekend for me. You know what I'm saying? They tried to rob us. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know what they say, man? Clean hearts, man. Know what I mean? They tried to rob my football club. And in the end, it was fine, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because Liverpool and Chelsea lost anyway, fam. You know what I'm saying? And then the Pagans got slapped at Wembley. So I can't lie. It ended up being a very good point in the end. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I was stressed, brother. I was stressed on Friday. You know what I mean? Because we got absolutely shafted, bro. But this is what happens. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be fair, there's been bad refereeing decisions throughout the whole season for throughout the league, bro. Like this league is probably one of the worst ref leagues, in the world, especially for a league as high profile as it is. They shouldn't be getting away with these things, innit? So
facts, bro.
Let's just see. Let's see if there's chat that Man United are looking to take it a step further, and they're gonna apply pressure on these man, and hopefully they do, bro, because these man can't keep getting away with doing bullshit like this.
Oh no, 100%. But you already know what's gonna happen though. They're gonna apologize and say, yeah, it should have been a penalty, right? They said the same thing about the Declan Rice. You know, when my man handballed it when we played them. Yes, we scored straight after and that, but that doesn't take away the fact that it was a penalty, bro. Yeah, They want to come out after. What's that gonna do? Because they're still gonna make mistakes. You know what I mean? They're still gonna make mistakes, bro. VAR is there, but these guys still manage to look at VAR and still come to the wrong decision, bro. Yeah. Remember that game we played Leeds, Rants, and the second goal that we conceded. Yeah, it was poor defending, but it hit my man's arm, and he like went into it. He hit the ball with his arm, and it went towards the goal, and then they ended up scoring from it. Yeah, they tried to say on VAR that what was it? Accidental contact of his elbow or some bullshit. Yeah, these times the ball was going behind him, bro. If he didn't move his arm towards the ball goes away from him because there was no way he was able to control it. Yeah. Man are trying to tell me, oh yeah, but it's not him that directly scored, bro. His actions directly led to a goal. So that should have been, bro. Yeah. I can be here all day talking to you about the decisions that these guys have made, but end of the day, that's just part of Chelsea's season. Because Chelsea's season, bro, all of the problems that we've got going on at this club right now, bro, they've just erupted. They've all erupted like a volcano, blood. That's what it is. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm sick and tired of these guys, bro. I'm sick and tired of these guys. Yeah. Let's even talk about Chelsea first and get them out of the way, and then we can talk about Arsenal after and have some fun, right? Because I just want to get these guys out of the way. I'm bored of talking about them, right? Last week, me and you was meant to go live, but obviously I was at Ball Leagues from early, bro. So I couldn't even come on, right? And that's why we're going a bit early today, people, because I'll be there again today. Yeah. But what can I say that I haven't said to you already, Rants? Like, every week, it's a different player making mistakes. Rafinha right now can't seem to motivate these guys. There's civil war in the fan base about Blue Cole, about Maresca in, Maresca out. You do a show of Lewis, bro. Lewis still cries about Maresca and whatnot. Yeah. But these people, it's got nothing to do with Rafinha. They act as if Maresca wasn't on bad form himself before he cut out. Yeah. Man rage quitted, you know. The guy rage quitted, bro. I understand why he did, but he legit rage quitted in you know, in poor form. He was in poor form. But now, a lot of revisionism, like he was doing so well and he got done so dirty, bro. Yeah. You should have, I told you, brother, you should have cut in the summer or you should have left this summer and I would have clapped you off. But to then rage quit mid-season, Rants, yeah? That's a joke thing, bro. That's a joke thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go into that too much anyway, because like I've said, the problems that Rafinha has had so far, Maresca was also having with certain players, yeah? With the defense, you know what I mean? The defense, people can say, oh, it's been a lot worse right now. We're getting smoked left, right, and center. But end of the day, bro, like I said, all the problems are just coming to light right now. That goal, that banger that Ndiaye scored, Rants, yeah? Bro, that's what I've been seeing the past week from Chelsea when we play teams. PSG scoring bangers, Rafinha overcomplicating things. The irony of this guy, yeah, is when he came in, Rants, I was bigging him up, talking about the reason why we're playing so well is because he's simplified the game, yeah? He has simplified the game, very similar to Carrick. Every time this guy starts to overcomplicate things like the way Maresca was, that's when he gets burnt in the face, yeah? Man tried to overcomplicate by starting Jorgensen, bro, in a big Champions League game, right? I understand the logic, Rants. Yes, he's better on the ball than Sanchez. I hear all of that. But Champions League, big nights like that, knockout football, it's more than just what you can do on the ball. Let's not act like Sanchez hasn't been saving us in the Champions League this season, bro. And even in the Prem. I know he's had a slight drop-off in form, but...
Slight drop-off. Hey, that second goal was comedy, blood. What's man talking
it was comedy. Like, it was comedy. It reminds you of the Sanchez of old. But let's be real. The reason why I've been praising my man is because he's cut out the mistakes, yeah? But the past month or whatever, bro, he's been poor. Like, he's been poor. His distribution's been bad. He's looked shaky in the goal. You know what I mean? Like, okay, the cross-collecting's still been good, but some of the saves, bro, like the other day, like you said, he should be saving that second goal. And even before that one, if you remember, Beto was pressing him, bro. The guy just falls onto the floor. He got away with it. He caught life.
Yeah.
Right? He caught life. You know what I mean? But then I have to look at the deeper problems. This is a keeper who, you know, Chelsea fans amongst us was talking about arguably player of the season. Obviously, you're going to get some Chelsea fans that are going to hate him regardless of what happens. But he was legit. And he still is in conversations for player of the season for us. We'll probably go to João Pedro, right? But I'll probably say Sanchez has been top 3. Yeah? But this manager's come in and just dented his confidence, bro. Absolutely dented his confidence. Yeah? Yes, I know he wasn't good against Arsenal, but when is he ever good against Arsenal? The whole time he's been here, he makes mistakes against Arsenal, bruv. He's an Arsenal fan. We call him an Arsenal fan now, right? That guy can have a serious game, and when it comes to Arsenal, mistake on mistake on mistake. That's what he does against those guys. That wasn't enough to go and drop him, bro. 70 minutes, Jorgensen plays well, but the rest of the time, Rants, the guy cost us 3 separate goals, bro. We were literally in the tie. I'm thinking, yo, here we go away to the bridge, go back to the bridge, 2-2. You know, Stamford Bridge, nice Champions League, bro. You know how it gets over there. Yeah, it would have been difficult for PSG. This guy decides to just give the ball straight to my man, yeah, under zero pressure. Under zero pressure, yeah. And then you get people like this, oh, man, is still backing Sanchez. Oh, my God, bro. These guys are so delusional because they actually think that it's only like these other keepers that they overrate. They don't make mistakes. I just saw Donnarumma making 2 big mistakes in 2 separate games, a couple of days apart. Yeah, a few days apart, Rants, right? But it's only Sanchez that makes mistakes. Sanchez has been very good this season, and this is the guy that I wanted bro. I unfollowed this guy on Instagram. That's how much I hated him. Yeah? I unfollowed this guy on Instagram. That's how much I hated him. Yeah. But end of the day, I'll call it as a skip, bro. He's been solid for a while. He improved. That's why I started to praise him a little bit more because I saw less mistakes. But now, because of a few mistakes, it's, oh, yeah, you're still backing Sanchez. Allow me, bro. Allow me. He's not the only keeper that makes mistakes. I see Raya making mistakes. I see Donnarumma making mistakes. Yeah. It's dark. But like I keep saying, I'm happy that this guy, when he keeps trying to experiment things, it keeps blowing up in his face, because don't make a mockery out of the sport, which is not rocket science, Rants. Yeah? This fool, bro. I went to the bridge against Newcastle, yeah? That's the last game I'm going to at the bridge this season, by the way. Yeah? Last game, broski. Man started Reece James a few days after starting him in midfield. He got blitzed against PSG. They pressed the life out of him, right? He starts him again against Newcastle in the midfield when he's got Santos and Lavia there. he was just rubbish again in the midfield, bro. Poor. And then obviously you just look at the defending. Look at the defending for the goal again that we conceded against Newcastle, bro. Reece was in the midfield, zero awareness of what's going on. Chalobah, zero awareness of what's going on, right? We lose that game. We struggle to create the whole game, broski. Yeah? That's been the theme of our season. The theme of our season has been poor decisions from upstairs with the recruitment, poor officiating from these refs, right? Poor discipline with the red cards, yeah? Just pathetic goals that we're conceding, bro. Pathetic, yeah? Pathetic, creativity up front as well, blood, yeah? Pathetic creativity up top.
Yeah, so
and now it's all come to light. Everyone can get it. That's what I'm saying, from top to bottom. I don't want people to be focusing, it's just Rosinha, broski. Listen, we were seeing these mistakes even when Maresca was here. Yeah? Rosinha wasn't here when we played Sunderland, Rants, and Tosin and Chalobah were just looking at each other when Bobby was holding up Tosin. Chalobah was just looking at Bobby like this, Bobby like that. He gives a ball and we ended up scoring. Rosinha wasn't here for that, bro. Rosinha wasn't here when we played Bournemouth at home and we conceded two throws. Rosinha wasn't here. Yeah? Rosinha wasn't here when we played Brentford away. We should have won that game. And Shirley was sleeping at the back post and they scored. That was a poor decision, by the way. That should have been offside. Rosinha wasn't here for that. Yeah?
Brother, you're 100% spot on, Don. But listen, when I broke it down to you and I told you, yeah, that you got more misses than hits in your recruitment, you was defending these criminals, bro. You was defending these criminals. You actually was.
I've woken up my third eye, Rants.
What are you saying now? What are you saying for Champions League, bruv?
It's over, buddy.
You know that way there. Hey, bro.
It's dark, innit? Hey, personally, I think we're gonna scrape it. I think we're gonna scrape it, yeah. But I'll be honest with you, Rants. Yeah, listen, bro. Fuck the bread I've got to give you. If I've got to owe you, I've got to owe you, right? Money comes and goes. I don't care, bro. Because end of the day, yeah, how I feel right now about what's going on, I actually want you guys to finish above us. Yeah.
Oh, bro, you ain't got a choice.
I want you guys to finish above us.
You ain't got a choice, mate. You know,
choice or no, I want you guys to finish above us. I want Aston Villa to finish above us.
Bro. Crazy. You know the way
I want all these teams to finish above us, bro. Because end of the day, like this thing of thinking that their project is working, this has to be, bro. Again, they should have had a wake up call time ago. But the reality is they haven't. This has to be a thing, bro. This has to be like a serious wake up call, bro. And that's why I'm saying, like, when they were at the PSG game at the Bridge, I'm so happy that Todd Bowley and that were there, bro. I'm happy because they saw everything that this project they've started, right? They're seeing it blown up in their face. Yeah, they're seeing it blown up in their face. They have nowhere to hide, Rants. They've got nowhere to hide this summer, bro. Because you have to remember, going into this season before, yeah, obviously we just won the Club World Cup, right? A lot of people are looking at Chelsea to compete. Not just myself, even some ops were saying, yo, Chelsea are going to compete. Fairs, you had people like Dan Potts and LB that were adamant that we're not. But there was a lot of people, including Chelsea fans, that were feeling positive about the season. Yeah? People like Matisse were predicting second, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're going to finish above Arsenal.
Charges and that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that was the feeling going into the season because we just got Champions League football. Obviously, we got Conference League as well. This time round, bro, the tide has turned. Yeah? The tide has turned because once again, we are still stuck on this roundabout, right? We are still stuck on this roundabout 3-4 years of their ownership where in March, we are still talking about, are you going to get top 4? Are you going to get top 5 Rants? That is pathetic, bro. How at this stage of the project where you've spent all this money, right? We're even supposed to be ahead of United in our project, by the way. We're supposed to be ahead of these guys, yeah? But they happen to be 7 points above us, bro. And they're looking that they're basically locked in Champions League. You know what I'm saying, bro? Right? How at this stage of the project are we still speaking about these things? Start of the project, bro. Again, like I told you, Caicedo, Lavia, Palmer, Enzo. I was happy with the signings that they were making at the beginning. I was like, yo, they're building something here, clearly. But over time, it's gone downhill. So, of course, naturally, Rants, my take is going to change on these guys, bro. I've lost patience. Do you get it? I've lost patience, bro, because for every good signing they make 4 bad ones, bro. Yeah? They want to keep us, they get rid of squad players, they replace them with squad players. How are you going to improve, bro? How are you going to improve if you're getting rid of a squad player, then you're replacing him with a squad player? You're not going to improve. And what's so frustrating for me, Rants, here, is the fact that I'm watching those guys top of the league and they're just not levels, bro. I don't care if people get hurt. No one can gaslight me about what I watch when I watch Arsenal, bro. No one can gaslight me. Because that performance yesterday, bro, I've seen many performances like that of Arsenal. But guess what? People aren't overly going to look at the performances when they're getting the results.
No,
a lot of people do a lot of result-based analysis when it comes to Arsenal, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Even when we played them, bro. Many times we played them this season. We've actually played better than these guys. But because we've lost the game or we've drawn with them, everything gets thrown in the like thrown away. You can't talk about the performance. Look, they just beat you. They beat you. Firm it. They beat you. Right? They beat you. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's not
but this is exactly why. This is why the streets need them to not win this league, because they don't deserve it. Like, that's the reality. Like, they've been so shit for the whole season, yeah. And the way that they've scumbag points, it's like it gets to a situation where it's like, no, bro. Like, you haven't played like champions, bro. You don't deserve to lift this trophy, bro. Like, you actually don't deserve it. The way that City battered them yesterday, yeah, showed them what they really were, bro. That's what Arsenal are, you know. Like,
that's what they are.
They got battered.
That's what they are. I keep telling people, I'm telling all my boys, bro. I'm like, listen, don't take Gabriel and Saliba for granted. Enjoy these guys, right? Enjoy them as long as you can, bro. Because I'm showing you now, without those two Rants, without that pairing at the back, yeah, they will just be like the rest of us. I'm showing you, bro. Because their defense, like I've been saying for time, it keeps them in so many games, yeah? It keeps them in so many games, bro.
Bro, even that's overrated, bro. I'll be honest, bro. Even that's overrated. I'm not even really.
Like, bro, listen, there's certain times where their defense looks a bit shaky and whatnot. And I'm not saying Arsenal don't concede goals, because they do. But end of the day, that's the strongest part of their team. If they go and win the league, Rants, yeah?
Yeah, but even that, bro. But even that, bro, when I was watching the game yesterday, like, the only reason why they don't concede that many goals is because they literally have 8 players in the box when they're defending, bro. Like, that's all they do, bro. Like, I was purposely sitting there and I was counting, brother. I'm seeing Saka in the box defending. You know, your right winger, bro. Do you know
that's what they do, though. But that's part of this
whole team back. That's why they don't concede that many goals. And even saying that, do you know what I'm saying? They've been conceding recently anyway, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Defensively, the defensive structure is just every man behind the ball, yeah. And it's just a percentage game, bro. Let's have more players in our box than them so we can get rid of the ball. It's boring, bro.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, Rants. Like, and that's why I'm saying, bro, when I look at how they play, their style of play, right? It's not a style of play that you can't beat if you're a serious team, right? Because at the end of the day, you're not going to play Arsenal every single
serious teams cook them, and you saw it yesterday. City just kept overwhelming them with pressure and had them literally in their box, and eventually they crumbled, bro. Because the thing is, the way that they play, their concentration has to be 10-10 for the whole game, because they don't commit many players forward and then they rely on the set pieces. That's all it is. The difference was yesterday, their corner kicks were poor. Like, Rice and Saka didn't put in one good corner. And maybe it was the pressure from the game and they bottled it. Do you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it was the ball they're going to complain about, because there's a different ball in it. So maybe it's the ball in it. Maybe it's the Carabao ball and that just wasn't doing what it was told. But from open play, these men are beyond pathetic. Do you know what I'm saying? And when they come up against a decent team, yeah, they're going to get walloped as well, bro. Because they got beat 2-0 yesterday. Should have been more. Do you know what I mean? And in the Champions League, when they start to come up against teams that can keep the ball as well as Man City, they're going to get battered.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? Yeah? There's a guy, there's some joke man that clipped me up, right? Taking me out of context, because I was on SDS and I said these men are Leicester of 2016, and they just left it as that, right? The point that I was making when I said that was that season when Leicester won the league. Listen, fair to them, because no one expected them to go and win it, right? Every week it's they're gonna drop points today. They're gonna drop points. They kept winning. They kept taking points off of people. Fairs, Vardy, Kante, all of these guys, Drinkwater and that, they did well, and their defense they did well. But end of the day, everyone knows in that season, everyone wasn't serious, bro. Yeah, Chelsea weren't serious. United weren't serious. Man City weren't serious. Arsenal weren't serious. Yeah, their closest competitors were fucking Tottenham, bro. You know what I mean? Their closest competitors were Spurs, and Spurs, like they always do, they bottled it, bruv. Right? That is the point that I was making when I compared them to Leicester, right? Because it wasn't long ago, there was a certain point of the season where they had picked up, I think it was like 2 more points than that Leicester team, bro, right? Right now, it seems like they're in a one-horse race because regardless of them dropping points, Man City are not consistent enough because they're not serious enough, yeah? If Arsenal go and win the league, I'll be honest with you, bro. As much as I hate them, they'll deserve it because they've been the most consistent team. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a team that are levels and the gap can't be closed on them.
No, they're not. But they're not. But that's what I said. But that's what I said to you about your team last season. Remember when you was laughing, chatting bare shit? I said, Don, I said, we're not that far away from you. You sat here and you laughed at me. And now look at your team, bro, and look at mine. And this is all it took. It just took one season swing, you know, one transfer window swing, yeah. And we're looking down and laughing at you now, bro.
Yeah,
and
but bro, you had Amarim though. My take on your club.
Yeah, but it don't matter. But the point is,
it does matter.
It's small little margins, bro. And when I look at this Liverpool team, yeah, I said the same thing last season when they were crap last season, yeah, and they won the league. I said, bro, there's nothing special about that team. And I'll say the same thing about this Arsenal team, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's exactly the same. There's nothing special about this Arsenal team, bro. It's a poor team, yeah, in a poor league, and they've just consistently got results more than other teams, bro. And a lot of things have gone their way this season, bro. Like for whatever reason. Do you know what I'm saying? I have my theories, but at the end of the day, it's one of them things where it's very, very clear, yeah, that the way that these men are playing, yeah, it's not sustainable, and there's no real genuine quality there. So in the long term, I'm not worried about this football team, bro. Like I'm not. But in the short term, it will be interesting to see how they recover from yesterday, because like it was the manner in which they lost as well. Yeah, cool. They lost 2-0. Yeah, but brother, the defeat was more than a 2-0 game. Like the way they were getting battered, it was like they were never in the game, bro. Like if that's a boxing match, they would have stopped it early. It wouldn't even have gone to the final whistle because it was wave after wave after wave after wave of just punishment, bro.
100%, bro. Before we even talk about the game more, yeah, I want to go back a little bit about you know their narratives and how they won. What it is about these guys, Rants, yeah. They're so because a lot of these guys have never been, they haven't been part of that Arsenal generation that were winning a lot of things like Lee Gunner and you know Dan Potts and that. Yeah, these guys were actually seen Arsenal winning, like Turkish and that, right?
Yeah.
So you know they've a lot of these.
But they don't remember that either. They're not that old. You know them ones there. Like fuck me, bro. Them man were young, bro. When Arsenal won the league, Turkish was young, bro. You know, he probably even have a beard them times.
Yeah, but they experienced it though. They experienced it. Like them man experienced when Arsenal were a serious club. A lot of these newbies, yeah, have experienced pain, and it's only now where it's like, okay, Arsenal have actually been a serious club, right? And they don't know how to act. So whenever you criticize anything about their club, it's like, how dare you talk about us like that? You're delusional, yeah. That's the irony about it. You're delusional. Oh, you want to talk about our defense? How about Chelsea? How about Chelsea's season when you won the league? Bro, when we won the league in 04-05, Rants, yeah? Frank Lampard from midfield scored 13 goals in the Prem and got 18 assists, broski. Yeah? He contributed to 31 goals in the midfield, bro. Yeah, in the Premier League. We had Good Johnson scoring 12 goals. He got 4 assists. Drogba 10 goals, 6 assists. If you go look at Leicester when they won the league, right? Jamie Vardy, 24 goals, 5 assists. Yeah. Riyad Mahrez scored what? 17 goals, 10 assists, 27 GA in the league. Yeah. Vardy got 29 GA in the league. None of their attackers have even been their top 3 players, broski. Right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, bro. But this is what I'm saying. What they're doing is not sustainable. And this is why long term I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that football team because they've shown me nothing to be worried about. All the metrics seem to favor these man, yeah, being stagnant, bruv, or going backwards next season. Like there's not going to be no progression on that. And this is why I'm not paying it too much mind. I knew they was going to lose yesterday. Like I fully knew they were going to lose today because their man ain't got the belly for the fight, bruv.
They were shook, bro. They were shook. They were so shook, bro.
Food.
Yeah. They were so shook. But when I'm reading these things out, Rants, yeah, that's why I'm so frustrated as a Chelsea fan. Because I'm like, bro, you man haven't even walked into a Premier League, yeah, which is so hard to compete, man. Like, I would get it if you're up against Prime Pep and Prime Klopp, yeah, because to close that gap against Aguero and you know, Mane and Salah and that would have been difficult. that would have been a real hard job. That's when you need the Kvaratskhelia and that to compete with them guys, bro. But the way the league is right now, I'm sorry, bro. Like, okay, the teams like Brighton and that, they've improved. The league in that sense has got, you know, got better in terms of the teams like Brentford and these sort of teams have improved, right? As teams, and they've got better players. The gap has got a bit smaller. But,
yeah, but we don't even know if I just think that the overall level of the so-called top players has gone down so much that there's just a smaller gap between the so-called top players and the mid players. Because even someone like an Mbeumo, yeah, Man United, like 10 years ago, he's not getting nowhere near Man United, like nowhere near Man United, because he's not that level. But he is now, based on the level of the Prem. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And that's why
it is, bro. But he's not levels, bro. Like he's a mid-table player, yeah, in any other era of football, like at best.
And that's why I could never ever try call Saka world class and that, right? When people were saying, oh, he's world class, who's better than him right now and that, he's one of the best right wingers. I'm like, bro, the standard.
I don't think no one's saying that now, Don. I think everyone's finally realized that guy's trash, bro. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I've never been on that gravy train. I told you lot from early, that guy, bro. Man like Everett, bro. He stinks. I told you.
Everett.
Trash, bro. I've
been banging this drum from when I used to go Never a Foul and that, bro. Calling this guy overrated years ago when it was a, you know, the ones when I'd say it back then. Don't look at me like, what? Saka's overrated. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, this guy's overrated, bro. I watch a lot of his games, yeah. This guy will be quiet in a lot of these games. He's a Casper. He'll get a goal. He'll get an assist. And now they're shouting Bukayo all over the TL, bro. Yeah. And then now I'm being gaslighted. I'm like, yo, okay, fair enough. He scored. He got an assist, yeah. But in the game, I'm sorry, he was rubbish. He didn't do anything in the game. He
horrible player, bro. I told you, man. He was Victor Moses with GCSEs, bro. I told you, lot.
Don't even disrespect.
He's a wing back, bro. He's a wing back or a left back. That's what he is. The fact that man's playing in attack, bro. Arsenal's attack, yeah, is so disrespectful, blood. Like there's nothing to be worried about. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Gyökeres, Saka, Trossard. When I saw that yesterday, I was thinking, bro, like who you trying to scare with that? Who you trying to scare with that? And then Havertz off them. Oh my days, bro. It's disrespectful. Like what are we doing? Like, who are you trying to threaten with that? That's crazy. That's like turning up to a fucking knife fight, yeah, with a fucking spoon, bruv.
Yep.
With a fucking spoon, bruv. Like, bruv, who's scared of that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at these things and I'm like, yo, please, clearly, bruv. Egbali, Todd Bowley, bro. Like, can you not have some shame, please? Can you not see what you're up against? Because me right now, Rants, I'm the owner. I own a club, yeah, that are in the Premier League right now, and I'm seeing what Arsenal's serving up. I'm saying, yo, bro, next season we're gonna be better than these guys because we're gonna buy the right sort of players, yeah. We're gonna buy technical players that are not gonna hide and build up, yeah. Man, try to say Declan Rice this, Declan Rice that. Where the fuck was that guy in build up, broski? Every time he comes to the big games, this Zubimendi guy,
he runs away, blood. I showed Lee Gunner already. I showed him the footage. The bro just runs away, bro.
He does. This is what I'm saying. Like, even when we play them, Rants, yeah, I'm telling you, it's never a situation where I'm like, oh, Arsenal's midfield outplayed us. It never happens. Usually when we play Arsenal, I don't notice Rice, bro. I only notice him at the corner flag when he gets an assist. Because usually he gets an assist against Chelsea, bro. But usually that guy does nothing against us in the midfield. Imagine, Rants, we got Caicedo sent off within what, half an hour at the bridge, yeah. So we had a midfield of Reece James and Enzo Fernandez. You already know what people think of Enzo in the midfield about off the ball and that. He's not great off the ball. Our midfield still outplayed them. Yeah. Imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if it was Rice that got sent off and it was Zubimendi and Marino in the midfield up against Caicedo, Enzo, and Reece. It would have been peak for them. It would have whooshed them, bro. They had an extra man in that day, Rants. I'm there at the bridge. I am seeing him playing as an additional centre back, picking up the ball as a centre back and playing the ball wide. No central penetration, bro. Yeah. No oomph down the middle. No progression down the middle, bruv. Yeah. He's looking around yesterday. You're seeing him. There's someone, they need you to come and get the ball. Man's looking around. He drops off into like a wide position to get the ball. He'll get it and he'll just give the responsibility to someone else, bruv. Yeah. He'll give the responsibility to someone else. That's what he does. But then when you call these things out, it's oh no, we can't talk about it because we won, because they won. You're delusional. They love that word, you know. The most delusional fan base love to call other people delusional, bruv. Right? I'm telling you, bro. These man, it's dark, bro. If they win, they're gonna win. They're probably gonna win the league because I still don't trust Man City to get a run of wins. It's not.
But
It's not
City in March, yeah. They always win this trophy and then go on a mad end to the season, innit? They need to win every game between now and the end of the season, and then
what's happening? It's not happening.
But you just never know. You just never know.
I'm sorry, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening.
You just never know. These man could get a boost from winning this trophy. One thing is for sure, yeah, that this Arsenal team are pathetic. Do you know what I mean? I don't trust Manchester City. I don't. That would be the main reason. But
exactly, I don't trust Man City.
You just never know, bro. I'll be honest. It's only a 1-game swing. If they win their games in hand, it's a 1-game swing, and we've seen, yeah, like 1 game. That's nothing, bro. That's absolutely nothing, bro. I've seen Manchester United, yeah, fucking overturn 11 or 12 points, bro, with Aston Villa. So it's one of them things where it can be done. Until it's mathematically impossible, there's always a chance it can happen.
Oh, bro, listen, there's still a chance that City can win the league. I just don't trust them, bro. I'll be real. I can't put my neck on the line right now and say Man City are gonna go on a run of wins because I haven't got the evidence with these set of players, bro. It'll be easier to do that of KDB and that, but I'm sorry, Semenyo and that. Okay, yeah, they played well yesterday. I can't trust these guys.
Yeah, Semenyo did play well yesterday.
I can't trust them because all that's gonna happen is Arsenal stink out the place in open play. They get a fucking corner, goal, right? They win that game. They're not gonna care how they're gonna do it at this stage. That's the frustrating part. They're not gonna care. No one's gonna do no performance-based analysis. It'll just be result-based analysis.
Of course, but it's the end of the season, so it kind of needs to be that now.
Exactly, bro. They're not gonna care, but that's what I'm saying. They've got ways. It's annoying, but they've got ways of winning games, bro. Even if they're playing shit, they've got those corners which help them so much, right? They've got them corners that help them so much, bro. Look at the game against them at the Emirates, right? We were very similar to what City did. We closed those passing lanes in the midfield. Wasn't allowing them to build properly. Yeah. What happens, Rants? They scored 2 corners against us. They did fuck all in open play, bro. They did nothing in open play. They attacked us from the corners. Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah. And before people start crying, oh, what corners aren't part of the game? Of course they're part of the game. But end of the day, when you're dependent on them rather than what you're doing in open play, I'm even seeing yesterday, they were literally trying to kick the ball off of players to get corners, bro.
Yeah, but that's what they do, though. This is what they do, bro. It's Saka's party trick.
That's what they do, bro. That's what they do. So end of the day, listen, me, if I'm a Chelsea fan right now and everyone else is shit around me and we happen to be the most consistent, I'll take it. But I'll be saying, yo, things need to change in the summer because long term we can't be playing like this. Yeah, I'm like you, long term, bro. This Arsenal team, we'll see what they do in the summer, but with this style of play, we'll see how far they get. And when it comes to Champions League, when you're talking about Bayern Munich's attack, PSG's attack, and you look at their attack, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Is that not how you scored at the Emirates, bro? We create better chances than you in open play. I can think of 3-4 chances that we had in open play we should have buried, bro. Yeah, like João Pedro in the box, Reece whipped in a nice cross, right? We looked better than you with 10 men. Both games we played you in the Prem. Both at the Bridge and in your gaff, right? How? But it's frustrating for me to be saying these things because we drew one of those games and we lost the other game, Rants. But I'm telling you, I don't look at this Arsenal team and I just don't respect them like that, bro.
I hear that. Bro, I completely hear that. But you know the difference is my team tucked them, so I could talk like that. See you, man. You man are shit. You know what I'm saying? So I could chill and just watch you man argue over all this other shit. Both of you man got tucked. Both of you. You know what I'm saying? And we got to play you man again and we're tucking you in again, Don. You know how mad it is, bro. You don't want to see us. You don't want to see us, bro.
I'll be real with you. I'm not even saying much about that game. I'm just gonna watch.
You don't want to see us. We're gonna smash you up. You know that, innit?
I'm letting you talk and I'm gonna document this.
But you know that, innit?
I'm letting you talk, bro. I'm just gonna document this.
Champions League, bro. Hey, yo, it's crazy. You know what I mean? I'll be real. Champions League is over, buddy. Like it really is. It's over.
Bro, I'm not doing the back and forth about these man right now. I am not defending these guys right now. I'm sorry, bro.
It's mad.
I've got nothing left. Yeah. I did my review the other day. I put the thumbnail as Ian Bill when Ian Bill was crying to Phil, blood. Yeah. Because I've literally got nothing left. These man just keep leaving my egg on my face, bruv. Yeah. I'm tired of it. I'm done.
Your team are embarrassing you, and it's gonna get worse as well, bro.
Of course, they're embarrassing me, bro. So man's taking a little step away from these guys, and whatever
happened with the gaffer though, because obviously it's not his fault that you're shit, but there's certain things that obviously they'll say he could be doing better. Well, who's the next Chelsea manager now then?
Bro, listen, anyone that's saying, "Oh, get Rafinha out" and that, bro, they were saying this about Maresca too when he was going.
I know, but if you don't, well, should I say when you don't get Champions League, yeah, then surely they're not going to keep him.
You'll probably get, you'll probably get booted. You'll probably get booted, and we'll speak about how that happens because we do the context thing here. We do the context thing here. If I'm seeing this guy setting the team up well more often than not, and the players aren't doing their job, I'll crash the players more. But if I'm seeing man playing like Reece in the middle and Gusto at right wing and whatnot, right? Silly decisions, silly lineups and that, then I will crash him, bro. But if I'm seeing him doing things that I'm like, yo, okay, I can't even put too much blame on the manager, then I'm sorry. There's gonna be context to this. But we have to make top 5, bro. We have to make top 5. We need to, because I don't want to give these guys any excuse to not go and pattern up in the summer. Because what's gonna happen is if we don't get it, Rants, it will be, oh yeah, we couldn't go get in Dye because Champions League football, right?
Yeah, but you'll choose Man United over Chelsea anyway, bro.
Oh, we'll see about that, mate. We'll see about that.
Hey, brother, you can't compete with us for anything, Don. I'll be honest, you can't compete with us for players. You can't compete with us.
Bro, who do you actually think you are, bro? Who do you think you are?
We know who we are, bro. We know who we are.
Who do you think you are, bro? You're talking a little bit
who we are, bro. Like, brother, we know exactly who we are, bro. Like,
what's that? What's that? Who are you?
What's the points gap now between us and you, man? What, 6, 7 points or something? What is it?
It's 7. Whoop-de-doo.
There you go.
So what are you doing? When you buck us, batter us, bro. Yeah,
you're getting smoked. Hey, we're not worried about you, man.
Good. I'm glad.
We're not worried about you. We're already thinking about them Tuesday nights under the floodlights and that. Tuesday night, Wednesday nights and that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we think. New format and that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're worrying about. We're not really worrying about you, man. I can't lie. Like you, man, like you ain't even got centre backs. Like your thing's mad. Like what's going on? Like we're not worried about you.
Of course,
we're not worried about you.
I'll be real with you. I'm like I keep saying, bro. I'm scared of Chelsea.
Element in Jai, with no Champions League, brother. You what?
Exactly. I don't want to be giving those guys that excuse, because that's exactly what happened with Olise, bro. Man say, oh, it's the wages. Man need to remind themselves. Olise a year before gave us the green light, which means he was happy with the wages we offered him. Yeah, he turned us down because Bayern Munich offered him the bag and they offered him Champions League football, which we did not have.
Do you think he regrets going Bayern Munich now, seeing them and seeing what you man are?
Oh, bro, if he came to Chelsea, we're a much better team.
Brother, even he can't save you.
We're a much better team if he comes to Chelsea, bro. We ain't
even
playing
he can't save you, bro. I'll be honest. Even Elise, bro, like can't even save you. You man are beyond saving, bro.
Listen, relax about what beyond saving, bro. We've got a foundation to build from. But the issue is these guys think they're too smart for the sport. They think they're too smart for the sport, bro, and they'll keep learning the hard way.
Come on, man. Stop
they'll
this.
They'll keep learning the hard way, bro. You get
Stop this, bro. Like, you got Badia Shield, yeah?
You don't even play no more.
At the back. Like, it's crazy for you, man. Like, you're cooked, bro. You got Garnacho, Gittins, yeah? Neto, yeah?
Yeah, by the way,
Lap, bro. This is your attack, bro. I swear down. I told you already, your attack is a fucking heart attack, bro. It's cardiac arrest, bro. You man are scrubs, bro.
First of all, yeah. Let's now you've actually you've started me off again now, right? And I didn't want to have to do this today, but
Don.
Right? No, don't interrupt. First of all, you've only scored 3 more goals than Chelsea, right? And number 2, why has Shirley, got more GNA than Ahmad in the Prem, bro? In way less minutes.
We're still doing this. We're still doing this.
Why has Shirley got more? Why has Shirley
still doing this?
I'm asking you a question. Answer the question, please.
We're still doing this. Bearing in mind, that we started the season with Ahmad as a wing back,
I don't give a damn where he started. I don't give a damn where he started.
Than you, and we had Ruben Amorim as the manager, is even a more damning indictment on you lot.
Wait, hold on. Carrick started in January, didn't he? Start of the year, didn't he? right?
So
It was
what?
a New Year's present. It was a New Year's present. Why has
So
he got?
what? What's your
Why has he got 0 GA in 2026, bro?
What's your point?
My point is, what's he doing on the
Brother,
pitch?
this guy, listen,
Hmm?
we're smoking you in every possible way, yeah. We're the most informed
Answer
team, yeah,
about
in the
Ahmad.
country, yeah. We've got the most points, yeah, in the country since Carrick has come in, and you're telling me about individual players, bruv. You need to find some shame, brother.
You see. Oh, now you're doing
You
an Arsenal
need to
thing.
find some shame, bro. You can't compete with us.
So now you're doing an Arsenal thing. Now you're doing team-based analysis, now,
brother.
Yeah?
It's
Let's
my
talk about
team
Ahmad.
versus your team, bro. That's exactly what it is.
Why did Ahmad?
My team is battering your team in every metric. What are you talking about?
You were crying.
Every
about
single metric your team loses to mine right now, bro.
The first thing that you did, not even 5 minutes into the show,
every
you
single
cried
one.
about. You see, you don't let me land. You cried
no
about.
one's crying. How can I be crying, bro?
Let me finish
My
what I'm
team
saying.
Never lost this weekend, bro.
Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, you were crying about the decision. Ahmad got pushed like some pussy. Yeah,
that's right. It was a poor decision. It was a poor decision. You're right.
It was a poor decision. But guess what? It wouldn't have mattered much.
Lose.
Bro, it wouldn't have mattered much, yeah, if the guy had a good first touch and he was able to bring down the ball properly. In fact, it wasn't even bring down the ball.
With all that.
It was a simple touch. It was a simple touch.
Listen, you're better than this.
The ball, yeah? You see, look, people don't say it. Rants is purposely talking over me.
Don, you're better than this.
About Ahmad. Yeah?
You're better than this.
It's real uncomfortable about Ahmad. Why don't you want to talk about Ahmad, bro?
You're better than this. You're better than this, Don.
Yeah? I had Saeed.
What was the score? 8-2 on aggregate or something. What was the score? Was it 8-2 or something? Don't think we've forgotten about that as well.
Yeah?
You know them way there.
Look at Ahmad's touch, bro. Look at Ahmad's touch.
Was it 8-2 or something?
You see what I'm saying? You see, look. You see what I'm saying? Bro? I had Saeed earlier saying, oh, well, he works so hard off the ball. That's what I say about Gallagher. That's what I say about Gallagher. He's an attacker. He's an attacker, and man are telling me he works hard off the ball.
But so is Delap, bro. Do you know what I mean? And man's out here just collecting cards and that.
Oh, that's fine, bro. But I've got João Pedro with 14 Premier League goals, bro. No penalties, right?
Yeah, but that's great. And what's he getting? What's he getting him? No Champions League and that.
I will see about that come the end of the season.
That's what I mean. I want to talk about. Don't mean nothing, bro.
I don't understand. Well, I do understand why. It's real uncomfortable for you guys to talk about Amad Diallo.
Brother, it's not uncomfortable,
you talk about this guy.
Brother, we've lost one game, in 2026. There's nothing uncomfortable, bro. It's very comfortable speaking about my football team. We're 7 points clear of yours. 7 points clear of yours, and we still need to play you. There's nothing uncomfortable about that, bro. This is the most comfy we've been in years. What are you talking about? This is very comfortable, mate.
You're doing a lot of team-based analysis, bro.
Brother, if we want to talk about uncomfortable, let's talk about Cole Palmer then.
Yeah, we could talk. I've been speaking about Cole Palmer.
Is that comfortable? Is it comfortable?
Go shoot. I've been speaking about.
I'm saying let's talk, because bro, you're doing all of these the numbers games and that. Let's talk about this youth then. Do you know what I mean? Talk about uncomfortable. There's nothing uncomfortable about my team right now. We're comfortably better than you. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's no uncomfortable, bro. Let's talk about Cole Palmer. He wants to return to Manchester, bro. He's done with you, look. He's done with you, look.
Bro, listen, act like you've been here before, bro.
Bro, he's done with you.
Man, I'm not beating third, yeah, like it's a Champions League, bro.
Man, he don't want to play for you no more. Let's talk about that.
Oh, they don't play for us no more, yeah?
He don't want to play for you no more. But you can't see that.
Is that the case, yeah?
But he don't want to play for you no more.
What does he want to play? What does he want to play? Tell us how he wants to play.
Bro, he wants to play Champions League football at Old Trafford, man. That's what he wants to play.
Oh, if he wants to play,
you think this guy wants
Champions League? If he wants to play,
you think this guy wants to go and retain his Conference League and that? Is that what you think he wants to do?
You know what
I mean? Man wants to go defend the Conference League and that. Nah, brother.
Don't worry about
that.
You wouldn't know about completing the set. You know what I mean? But if he wants to play Champions League,
do you know what I'm saying? Because that trophy don't exist to us, Don.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah, because you couldn't even qualify for it. Where did you finish, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Brother, that trophy don't exist to us.
You know what I mean? Man are losing European finals to Tottenham, you know?
I hear that. I hear all of that.
Come on now, G.
I hear all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? All of you, man, now, yeah? Like, legit. I'll be real. You can say all of that, yeah? You can say all of that. You know what I'm saying? My G Lewis is running around with his belt. Do you know what I'm saying? All you man and you man are getting belt to ass every week, bro.
Why is this running
every single week, bro? And now you're coping, blood. Man's talking about Iliman and Jais and that. Brother, listen. Iliman and Jai. Brother, you're shopping in the wrong place, you know. You might need to go down to the championship and find a winger or something.
I can't lie. Lewis needs to load that belt, man. Lewis, you're my guy, yeah, but please, bro, stop rolling with that belt.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Stop
You
rolling
might
with
have
that belt, bro. Yeah.
You might have cooked. I'll be honest, bro. And brother, you got Garnacho. You employ Garnacho, blood.
What's Rice then? Man's trying to talk about Caicedo, bro. Bro, what's Rice then? Is he an English Suchek then? He must be the English Suchek. Yeah. What's Rice then?
Hey, brother.
You know what I mean? Man try to say Decore, you know. I have some respect, bro. Because your club tried to buy Caicedo before they bought Declan. And trust me when I say they wouldn't have bought both. Yeah. They wouldn't have bought both. Yeah. Man said Bear Star and Palmer was mentioned, bro. Anyone, bro. Listen, I already told you. When I saw one of my guys last week, yeah, Rants. He knows Jorgensen, Philip Jorgensen, yeah. I said, tell your boy Philip to get out of my club. I said, tell him to get out of it, yeah. He's looking at me like, oh, bro. I said, bro, tell him to get out of here, bro, because he's a wussy, yeah. He ain't got the mentality to be here, yeah. You think I'm scared to talk about Palmer not being great, bro? I spoke about Palmer's poor finishing last season. This season, I've been crashing him same way because by his standard, where I put my man, he's not at that level, bro. He's not been playing at that level, yeah. So man want to talk about he don't want to be there no more. He don't want to be there no more. He's not performing. So I don't want to hear nothing about Palmer needs to leave. Palmer needs to leave. Brother, yo, he's not performing himself. He needs to buckle up his ideas. And like I've said already, he's locked into the 2030s, bro. This is Suge Knight over here, death row, baby. Yeah, Suge Knight over here, death row, baby. You know what I mean? He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere, bruv. Yeah, and if you want him, 150 million minimum. Yeah, regardless of his form.
150? Nah, bro. What, in this form, no way you're getting 150 mil. No way,
you have to remember, you're paying for this too. The marketing, bruv. You're paying for all of this.
Yeah, do the right thing.
You're paying for all the marketing, bro. You're not just paying for the player. You're paying for what he brings off the pitch too. So you have to pay that.
We're actually a big club off the pitch. We don't need him for PR, blood. You know what I mean? That you don't even speak. We don't need that you for PR.
Why do you need him anyway? You've got a great Bruno. Why you so? Why
I hear that? But bro, listen. But we can have multiple players at the club, bro. Like, what are we worrying about? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're allowed to have that.
Stop begging. Stop beg, friend, bro. Like Solly said, yeah.
Because you man are only allowed 5 good players here. That's what you think my club has to run like yours. Nah, that's crazy.
You're not just begging a guy who's going nowhere near their club.
Listen, bro. Listen, that guy would walk to Manchester, bro, if you gave him the opportunity. Like, let's not take the piss now, bro. Like, you don't want to pick your club's washed done, bro.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I said,
your club is going right back here to them FA Cup fucking cassette videos, blood, that man used to watch when we was growing up, bro. Chelsea FA Cup highlights and that. Coca-Cola Cup and them things. That's where you're going back, bro. You man ain't challenging for no more leagues. You're not challenging for no more Champions Leagues. None of this. Bro, the Club World Cup thing was a fluke, blood. You man calling yourself world champions. Nah, bro. Crazy work. World champion.
We are the world
champion. Of everyone, bro. You man are tucking your chain everywhere you go, blood. That ain't my team.
Yeah. 100. You're right.
Hey, bro.
You're right, bro.
You got the jewels, blood. You know what I'm saying? Full bezel on the site, bro. We ain't getting our shit snatched, bro. You man getting your shit snatched by everyone.
What happened to Harry? How come he got his shit taken?
Brother, it is what it is, bro. They need to overturn that, rude boy. You know what I mean? We got robbed. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
That one needs to get overturned too, yeah?
But it does need to get overturned, bro, because we should have had a penalty and then he wouldn't have got sent off. You know what I'm saying? Harry Maguire, another centre-back that's better than all your centre-backs. You know the man, look how we're living, bro. Look at how we're living, bro.
Is that how you're living? This what you're doing,
how we're living, bro. You're trying to draw out man's 4th choice centre-back here that's better than all your centre-backs. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, listen, our struggles are not the same.
Yeah, facts, bro. But Maguire is elite. He's an elite centre-back, bro. He's levels, bro.
What, compared to your man, he is? 100%.
Man are going on some hiatus now.
I wouldn't take none of them.
How long to the next game, bro? Another 30 days.
Bro, it is what it is. Right, bro?
Another 30 days.
We're recovering, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're recovering. It is what it is. We're making sure that the squad is fresh, yeah? We're making sure the squad is fresh for the business end of the season, bro. But you ain't got no business because you man ain't making no Champions League, bro.
Every 2 weeks, you man are just getting suspended like Mudryk, bruv.
But you man are getting ducked down by Brentford, bruv.
You're not allowed to play, bruv. You know what I mean? How is let me even go check where Man United's next game is, bro. Yeah?
Hey, brother. Nah, you're not even the scariest team in West London, you know. Brentford and their long throws and that.
Man United's next game is on the 13th of April.
Amazing. You know them way there. Amazing. You know them way there.
And now let me do the maths on this. What's your next game?
What's your next game?
Next game is So you've got 1 week. You got this
What's
week.
your next game? What's your
week
next
2
game?
next week. Yeah.
What's your next game?
Oh, they don't play for another 3.
Brother, there's an international break. When is your next game, bro?
They don't play for another 3.
When is your next game, Don?
April 13th, you know.
When is your next game?
13th of April is your next game,
when
bro.
When is your next game, brother?
Vim, bro.
When is your next game?
3 weeks, bruv.
When is your next game?
Bro, our next game is what? FA Cup. We're still in there. How about you?
When is your next game? When is the date of that game?
Our next game is I think it's the 3rd of April. Let me double check that.
Against who?
4th of April. We play Port Vale at home.
Oh, fuck it, don't lose that. You know what I mean? Port Vale at home, bro. Hey, I can't lie. Tricky game for Chelsea right now. You know the ones there, bro. It's mad, you know. Morale in the bin and that. You know what I'm saying? Man's flexing a Port Vale game and that. Don't fuck around and lose, you know.
You know what, Rants? So I purposely stayed quiet because this is another one that I'm gonna document, bro. You don't know the type of receipts man's got. Yeah? I don't know if you saw my stream the other day. Yeah, the stream that I put up where I was coming with mad receipts. I came in my Harvey Specter bag, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
I came in my Harvey Specter bag because man are just trying to run around on the net trying to lie on my name. I had to come with receipts. Yeah. You, my friend, are still on that recall list. This stream today is getting documented, bruv.
Bruv, you could document that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro. I told you he was gonna finish above you. I told you that Bruno was gonna outdo Enzo. I told you all these things. Everything I told you was gonna happen this season has happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna slap you at Stamford Bridge. So it is what it is, bro. Like,
I'm not defending these man right now, bro. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. So you can say what you want, but everything I've told you is gonna happen to your team has happened, bro. Like everything. And we're sitting pretty in 3rd. Like, so, like, it is what it is, isn't it? It's the truth. It's the truth.
On that note, I think it's time for some Blue Diaries therapy now, Rants. You know what I mean?
Listen, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You man got smoked, blood. Like, you man are baby food. Like, this is the reality. You man are baby food, and you will continue to lose games, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Your manager ain't got the dressing room. Enzo's out here doing monologues and that. Like, it's peak for you. Man's talking about, we were fine with the other manager. Why did they bring this you in, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying? Sending shots at my guy Matisse and that. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what you man are dealing with right now. Civil war at Chelsea, bro. You know, watch out for Port Vale, you know.
Can you just see me out, please?
Hey, bro, watch out for Port Vale, you know, because, bro, listen, see Chelsea, I told you, bro, the jewels is getting taken everywhere, blood. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be careful, you know. You know when man goes out in crunch and he thinks, oh, yeah, these man ain't on nothing, 2-2s now. Man are doing star jumps and that. You man need to watch out.
Yeah.
Vale,
I'm not, this, again, people, I'm not saying much. I'm not saying much in it. I'm just saying everything that Rants is saying right now, bro, make sure in it. You get me? Because me, I am gonna, bro. You see one thing about me, bro. I can be so unbearable, blood. Yeah,
I hear that, but bro, I can't lie. Yeah, you see this season, done.
I'm a wounded animal. So
this ain't your season. This ain't your season, bro. You see this season. You have to wait for next season. There's nothing Chelsea can do right now to recover, bro. It's over. You know them way there, bro.
It's over, buddy.
It's over.
Football's over. So me, listen. I'm not gonna let these man embarrass me on the net and leave egg on my face.
No Champions League.
I'm gonna let you talk your shit, but I'll be back. Yeah,
no, nothing. It's
Make
over.
sure everything that you're saying happens, broski, because I will be back. Yeah, I will be back, and I'm gonna be
season. I hear it.
Unbearable. I'm gonna be even more unbearable if you fuck around, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, broski. You know what I'm saying?
We're good, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. But people, we're about to go to Blue Diaries, man, because we've got this. People say, "Oh, you're finishing already, bro." We do our show, me and Rants, because I've got another show, and like I said, I'm gonna be at Baller Leagues today. You know what I mean? But Blue Diaries now, people. Go check out SDS. That was a serious episode we done last night. That was out now as well. Over this period, bro, I'm gonna do some content with Goonie. There's gonna be some content with Mel Talks Chelsea, right? We're gonna do some content there, but I just need to take a little break, bro. I'm telling you. Later, when I get in bed,
see what I'm saying?
I'm checking where I can go.
You're stressed out and that.
I'm checking where I can go, man. I need a few days away from London. I just need to go reset, blood. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it. Do you know what I mean? Hey, big up the chat. Do you know what I mean? Run up the likes, bruv, and I'll see you guys in